with my back to the wall. I know, turn around. And then Diana, when you're done with that part of you, I would roll your, it's gonna sound funny, but you're gonna roll your high right glute right along the crest of the hip, right where it meets your low back, because you are jammed into that space. Okay, and then the rest of us, backs to the mat, hands are a little bit away from us. We're just gonna inhale and exhale. Don't do anything yet with your arms, just let them hang. Yes? Good. And then as you're inhaling and exhaling, we're gonna start working up the feet, toes up, toes down. Yeah. And inhale, toes up, and toes down. Good. Letting the air fill up your back. I barely get to look at you. Good. I don't. Oh no. Okay. And then
Can you go outside again?
we're going to take a little press of those hands just so they're level with your hips. Good. Big inhale there. And then exhale. Let them go back. And exhale. Press. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Slow. Shh. Good. And two more. Inhale. Exhale. Press. Shh. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Slow. Good. And one more. Good. Good. And then we're going to take ourselves into a bow. So inhale, exhale, press, hold the hands, check your shoulders wide. Inhale again, exhale. Pull those abs back toward your mount while your spine bends and melts up and then forward and down like a candy cane. Good. Inhale there, fill up your back. Your arms are still holding, your shoulders still wide. And then exhale. Slowly unfurl, letting your ribs pull back. Good. The stripes. The stripes told me. Inhale, exhale. Shh. Into that bow. Good. Inhale, expand your back. Good. Exhale. Hands still pressing out as you unfurl. Good. Okay, I'm going to show you one that's not so great. And I'm only going to show you the back half of it. So I'm here. Here's me coming up. Do you see what's going on here? I'm not using my abs to push my spine back over my hips. Instead, I'm just simply back bending to lift up, right? So I want you to be very mindful on the way up. That's not a throwaway moment. It's actually a lot of work to use those muscles to keep pulling you back. That's better. Yes, Lisa, I see you. Good. Yes, Lisa said, I didn't know we were supposed to be using the abs on the way back up. Wink, wink. She's a rascal. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Good. Just into that bow. I really just want us to get ourselves stacked and feel ourselves holding us in the stack, yeah? Not all the way down. Just bow. Just bow. Good. And so, Diana, you can keep practicing that. Mark, Lisa, and Deshelle, we're going to take our elbows into our waist. And it should feel good to pull them in for a moment. They've been holding out to the side. And then all we're going to do is use our abs to bring our ribs back over our hips. So a lot of us do this, and our chest is out and proud, right? My low ribs are out. You can see how far because my shirt is hanging out in front of me. Here, it comes back in line with me. Whoa. Yeah, okay, good. Now we're going to have just a little offering here, standing tall. We're just really focusing on how well we can hold ourselves over our hips. So it doesn't even have to go all the way out. And once you feel like you've got yourself over your hips, I want you to finesse that a little bit by lifting your pelvis, your hips, off of your legs. So now you're going to try to create more lift through the hips, which should mean that you have to pull your transverse abdominis up a little. You'll feel it wrap and lift up a little. If I'm only thinking about pressing my hands, I'm probably going to start bending my back a little bit again, right? Just what we said, no, don't do that. So here's me with my back bent. Here's me stacked, right? There you go. Good. That's it. Last two. Out of your hips and stacked over your hips. Good. Good. All right. And then let's take our hands down to the sides. And then we're just going to have a little squat. And so we have no tension. It's back behind us. It's as if we're getting ready to jump in the air, right? Arms are way back. Good. Exhale. Just bring them to your sides. Feel your feet. Good. Inhale, way back. Good. Exhale, bring them to your sides. Good. All right. That's it. Good. Good. And one more. Sitting back. Good. And all the way up. Nice. Let's bring our feet into Pilates stance. Now we're going to plie. Arms are still going to go back. So now we're bringing our spines down that imaginary wall. Exhale, press to our sides. You should only feel a little more of your deep medial seat turn on, your inside of your glute, upper adductors in the back. That's it. Good. So a little plie. So if you can, if you have a screen that you can watch yourself from the side, watch if your knees float forward over your toes and then you come back up. See if instead your seat can try to drop behind your heels. Yeah? I wish the camera was different because every time I turn, looks like I'm arching my back. And then I can't see you seeing what I'm doing. I'm looking for it. The other thing I want to say is, again, ribs stacked. So this is a really tricky position. This is like you're holding a tray, and it's full of mimosas, and you've got to pick up this thing over here without dropping this tray, right? Good. So I want ribs to stay stacked. We don't want to have this arch here, right? Working on keeping the stack. Yeah, and it's okay if you don't go down very far. All right, because then we're going to stay down and then lift your heels, pull your abs back, put your heels down, straighten your legs, release the arms. Inhale, exhale, plie. Inhale, exhale, pull the heels up. See if you can pull your abs and ribs back so the whole front of you pulls up against your spine. Heels down and back upright. Good. Okay. And keep on going. I'm going to try to watch you at the same time. Oh, yeah. So here's me. And put all my weight into my knees. Here's me better back over my heels. I don't know if that's the... Yes! Right? So see if you can do that. See if you can float your weight back just a little once you're up on those tiptoes. And the float comes from pelvis, from the abdominals in the front of you. Hard. Good. And then down. Yeah, good. And if you're down, you can stay down. If you're down and tall, I should say. If you're down and tall, you can stay down and tall. All right. We're going to take a step forward with your right foot. Let your left hand press forward, just nice and long and like a stride. So heel touches the ground, back ball of your foot pushes you onto the front heel, and then come back. And we'll alternate sides. So right hand, left foot. So it's not just here, right? I want the back foot then to continue to push you forward. Mark says it's harder than it looks. Right? Push with the back foot. Keep pushing with the back foot. Try not to let that front toe come down. Yeah, you're on, just balancing on that front heel. Can you guys hear me over him playing music? Okay. Good boy. You're a good boy. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're happy. I'd rather you be happy than a cranky boy. Opposite of your foot. That's it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I want you to keep the front ball of foot off the ground. So you have a balance moment there. Yes, that's right. So you're balancing between the back toe, front heel. And we're trying to get the maximum amount of push we can out of the back foot. And the maximum amount of balance that we can out of the front leg, right? Good. Yes, it will. It will push down and pull back. Yes, that's walking. Good. All right. One more on each side. Let that foot push you, Giselle. Yeah. And then that front one catches you. You should feel your glute turn on. You'll feel, that's a good question. So most of the push is coming from this back here, but the deceleration is coming from the front one, right? The thing that stops you from collapsing into the ground is that front glute and ham getting ready to stop, like to turn on. So both is the ideal answer. You'll just feel them differently. One is concentric, one is eccentric. Which gym do you go to, Lisa, for your weightlifting? Oh, you're at LA Fitness. Oh, are you in a class? Not the one in Lake City, Diana. Oh, you go all the way up to the Palace. That one is the Palace. We're gonna turn around and face your mount. I was just wondering if, like in a lot of, I don't know if, are you guys doing your own thing or are you in a class? Oh, okay. Yes, I've heard. I was hoping you would say that. Oh my gosh, yes. So now we're gonna walk this way. So get yourself set up, nice and tall, collarbones open, and we're going to press right hand, right foot. So right leg forward, right hand back. There you go, good. All right, and then step back, good. Now this is to feel a little bit different. Your glute's still pushing you forward, but because of the direction of force, you might feel maybe a little more quad than you do in the other direction. And that's okay, right? We've got to assert ourselves against it. The challenge is to still keep the glute pushing you forward, right? So letting that back foot push, and now here, Diana, the front foot might feel like it has to push away from you a little. Going back to Diana's earlier question, is the front foot pulling? Could you pull here? what changes with your balance when it does? Does that make sense, everybody? That front foot is pulling towards you. Notice how it wants to propel you. It almost wants to make you fall forward over where you're going. That's awesome. The challenge then becomes, if you can pull the front foot and keep your spine upright, then that glute's going to kick back on. Whoa. And your abs and your spinal extensors. That's it. Good. Raw. Oh, right? Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to say this for the replay because I think this is true for a lot of us. We have one leg that's turned out and more than the other. Pretty common. One that tends to pronate and the other one that maybe supinates or maybe just pronates less. That can be a variable, yeah. And so Lisa's comment is that it's harder to balance when the turnout leg is back or the turnout leg is forward? When the turnout leg is back, yeah. And getting that up. So if you rotate the turnout leg so it's forward, I don't expect your balance to be better, but I do expect it to be more talkative muscularly. Exactly. And so she's noting that yes, when she gets her foot forward, now she has her toes available to her. When they're out here, you basically roll off of just that big toe over and over. And so it might feel less balanced initially because your body's not used to using your muscles that could move those bones in that way. But over time, that would be an ideal way to get more balanced and more uniformity in your body, shall we say. Yes? Okay, so our balancing is awake. We are going to go into a little one leg balance. So we're going to take our strap, put it on that left foot. And hand on the hip, or you can have it free, either way. Spine's long. We're going to take the right hand and the left foot and just bring them back just a little bit. And we're going to work on keeping our ribs back over our hips, our pubic bone and our hip bone lined up. Yep, and then just bring it forward again. So hand and hip moving. Sorry, hand and leg moving. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Okay. Is she under you? Look at her, look, she's so indignant, her face. How dare you move me away?
Yeah, it's right there.
I know. Good. Nice job staying upright. Can you give me a sense of pulling now out of your supporting hip? Letting your pelvis come off of the supporting leg a little bit. Some of us sort of do this hunker down and it creates a lot of tension here. Yes, this has to work because, right, that's where rectus femoris comes in to straighten the knee. But if you can lift out of that space, it should feel more like more friends turn on, right? These guys become more awake to help extend the hip. Good. That's it. Find that lift. Good. And one more. Nice. Okay. So let's take the leg and hand out to the side. So start just holding them to the side. All right. Now press back again. So now we're asking for a little bit more glute. Good. That's it. And the fun thing here is I want you to find shoulder on the strap hand, glute on the moving leg. Good. Last two. And last one. Good. Good. Everyone doing okay? All right. So then from here, take those strap and the hand back. So the foot and the hand are pulled back. Now we're going to lift the leg off the ground. Good. Tap it down. Good. Press it back a little bit more. Lift the leg off the ground. Keep pushing it back. Tap it down. Press it back a little more because it usually floats a little bit in space. Lift, down, press back. Lift, down, press back. Standing leg, adductor, hip. This should be getting a little bit tired, as also this hip here, yeah? Good, can you do one more? Woo. Let's bounce on that last one. Okay, so I'm going to show you me getting tired. Please make this muscle stop working, right? Only we're actually straining it more. So as much as you can, be up tall, even if that means not pushing back so far. Yeah? All right. Take the strap out of your foot. Don't put it on the other one yet. Good. 2 straps in hands now. 1 in each hand. Good. Slide back into your body balance, stretching the leg that was just holding you up. Hands can be pressing down and wide wherever it feels like it gives you a little bit of support. I want you to first to be able to linger in that big stretch. Yeah? The foot that just had the strap, that's the foot that's going in the air. Yeah. Left one for me, for you. Good. That's it. Good. All right. And then on your next one, you're going to see if you can come down toward penché. So this one might look like something like this. Whoa! Right? It might be a fall down. It should be a controlled fall down if that's what it comes to. Okay? So if you want more help from your straps, grab on further up or back up a little bit. I've just put my hands around the handles because I feel like I'm going to lose them. And we're just going to see if we can keep lifting that leg up in equal amounts to us dropping our spines downward. Yeah, there you go. Good. Once you're down, I want you to lift your leg 4 times. Higher, higher. Pull it out of your hip. You should feel hopefully a nice stretch on that standing leg. And then use your abs to lift your spine up in line with your leg, right? You're not back bending your way up. Once you think you're in line with your leg, press into the standing foot and come all the way back up. Yeah? 1. I know. So I want us to try maybe 2 more. When you get down, wherever you get down to, right? So if you happen to fall out here, whoa, right? Walk your hands back, lift your legs back up. Our goal is to be able to get ourselves on our heel. So use your hands to push you back toward your heel, and then your hands can go wherever you'd like them to be. Whoa, come on, girl. Yeah. That's it. Go, leg, go. That's it. Go, lovey, go. Stretch out through your leg. Good. And if that's your third one, you can stay up and you can put your strap on your right foot. And then the hand strap goes in your left hand. Everyone okay? Does your right leg though feel nice and long? I hope so. It feels nice and tight. All right. So find your feet. Decide where you want your resistance. Bring your spine back over your hips. Yep. Using the front of you to place you. Good. And then we're going to leg slide back. And press back with your hands. So now we're just going straight back. And we're just kind of getting a handle on how we move in this direction. So me on this right one, I'm really good at hinging over my left hip. Yeah. I'm actually powering with a lot of help from my front hip flexor on this side instead of holding my ground and just letting the leg slide back. Yeah, does that make sense? So if yeah. No. So the hip flexor does work here, right? Because it's an eccentric place here, right? Long. And the glute is wrapping. So it's not wrong for it to turn to turn on, but what is not advisable is for me to use it fully contracted here. Because we want to be able to walk and stay tall. We don't want to make it collapse us over. So that's where we need those glutes. They extend the hip and get us upright. That's it. Good. So you can think of that heel underneath you on the standing leg. If you're like me and you tend to tilt forward, or like me and Lisa, we tend to push our chest out ahead of us, right? We're going to bring our ribs back and drive the heel down on the standing leg. And it won't feel as strong initially, but it will be less stressful on the spinal joints and more work around the hip instead, which is what we want. Yeah, good. And then Michelle, you fixed it. Never mind. There was like, you had talked for a minute and then it was gone. That was it. So never mind. Yeah, good. All right, one more. Good. And then we're going to take the foot and the hand out to the side. Just out to the side. Good. That's it. And back in and out to the side and back in. So this direction really shows how unbalanced this side is for me. As I take my foot out, I'm literally pushing my spine the opposite direction, right? I'm trying to counterbalance with my whole mass instead of using my muscles to hold me up. And a lot of us will do this one side or the other. That's it. Yeah, see if you can dig into that heel, that standing heel, and feel yourself lift away from it while it reaches into the ground, and you should feel more centered, not easier, but more centered. Less susceptible to the whims of what your leg is doing. Because the next one we're going to take it off the ground, right? So we go out to the side, press it back, and then lift and down. Good. Press it back, lift and down. So we press back again because I'm sure that in the lift we're losing a little bit of that press. Our goal is to actually stay back there in your press, right? I know, hip. That's it. Press. Yeah. At least if it helps, think about your big toe. If your heel's not doing it for you on your standing foot, push down with your big toe. I don't like that without the heel as much, but see if that helps. Yeah, that's harder. So which side is harder for everybody? The second side or the first side? Both? Yeah. Well, but I think we've all made progress for sure. Like you're in a better place, you're in a better position, right? It still hurts. Yes. Still hurts. Yes, and I think also when I tell you about your foot, you push your knee down instead of pulling your foot away from your ankle. And so that's why I said I don't love the toe if you're not feeling it from your heel, because when you go to your toe, I worry that that's definitely going to push you down through here. So that's a great comment. Lisa was saying, I'm saying it for the sake of the replay. You guys can start your penchés. So we've got the same foot that was up in the strap now is lifting behind you. But she was saying she feels her quad and her knees a little bit. And I think like me, on this side in particular, this is my multiple injury side, it's hard to pull the foot out of the low leg and pull the hip off of the upper leg. All right, enough. Here we go into our punches. So remember, once you're down, you're going to be pulsing that leg up to the sky. Your nose is toward your knee as much as you can. Oh boy. I need bar back. Look at how to practice. I know. Well, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You all right? That's a good boy. Good. Do you get your 3? Yes. You're right. Yes. Harder for me on this side too, that my right hamstring is not quite as strong as my left. And so it makes it harder to get that up there and talk to my glute. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing? Yes? Okay, so we're gonna just let ourselves have a free moment. High golf. You can turn it into windmill if you like. Just up. I think nice to refresh your brain for a sec. And you can go both ways. Good, yeah. Feel good to twist after all that, Yeah. Good, so when you are twisted out, then you can take your straps off and put on your bar. Come on, bar. What's happening? Oh. That's early for that, for you to have. Okay, so we're gonna have a little more rotation. We're gonna step back with your right foot, paddle to your left. Good, come up. Lift that right knee, because we've been doing lots of balance, so we're all ready for it. Good, rotate with flat rainbow to your right. So this flat rainbow, only go as far as you can feel you can anti-rotate your knee. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to force your way into it and feel all kinds of weirdness in your knee. The goal is to keep that leg strong all the way from foot to hip as you go into that rotation. And if you want more rotation but you're not at the knee yet, come closer. You're gonna have a little less to play with as you come into the paddle. But as you come around into your flat rainbow, you'll be able to rotate farther before you feel stress at the knee. And again, don't go through stress, manage it, right? Yeah, that was good, Lovey. I could see your left glute. Good. Glute wraps. Good. And one more. Nice. And then just simply put that foot down. We're going right to the other side. No pausing. So it's paddling. Flat rainbow. Find your foot. Lift out of your hip. That's it. Wow. That's it. At the top, if you can pull that pelvis off of the thigh bone, it will create the counter push at your foot, right? So if you don't feel your foot, work from the pelvis. And if you can feel both, bonus. Whoa. That's it. Good, tall. Good. And last one. Good. Nice. Very good. Okay, let's turn sideways to the mount. Let me think. Wait a minute. Am I inside foot, outside foot? Outside foot. I had to think about that one. So outside foot is going to step forward. So I have right hand on the mount. My left is on the outside of the mount, right? I'm going to bring the bar to my waist, like offering. Press forward and push it forward. I want you to take this free hand, pull it back. You're like an athlete. Whoa! In the middle of a big something. There you go, good. And then come back up. So reach back, rotate that left side of you back, press the right side of you forward. It's spine twist, right? Spine twist is that same motion. We're just adding a little resistance. That's it. And dynamicism with the legs. That's it. Press, reach back, reach back, reach back. There you go. Open up the shoulder. Good, Diana. Good. One more. Push. Good. That's it. Good. All right. So hold your next one forward. That's forward. Good. You're opened up. Now we're going to come tapping that right foot in. Pull your bar back behind you. Good. So reaching with the other hand. Good. Back into your lunge. Reach it forward. Spine twist open. Good. Back into that tap and a little squat. Kickstand squat. Good. Push back. Good. Back into your lunge. Reach open. Good. That's it. Kickstand squat. Reach back. Push behind you. Get the shoulder open. That's it. Last two. Yes, that's it. Good. Nice, Deshelle. That's beautiful at your shoulder. Good job. That's it. Good. Yes, I see you reaching the shoulder, Lisa. Good. Good. Fantastic. Okay. Then we're going to hold the kickstand in. So you've got the little tap in. You've got your hand behind you. Yes. Now we're going to squat deeper. Sweep it down. Come all the way up to a stand. Sweep it down. Back and hold. Good. Sit deeper. I still have one foot in a kickstand. Back and hold. Good. Up all the way tall. Over your head. Good. And down. That's it. And last time all the way up. Good. That's it. And then back down. Very nice. Bring both hands forward. Now clap them together. That's it. And clap. And clap. So I'm just, sorry, I'm kind of off the screen a little bit. I'm just pulling like a little mini hug a tree.
The little monkeys.
Mike says we're like the little monkeys clapping their cymbals. That's it. Good. Collarbones stay open. Oh, is it Bella? Is that her name? Is that Bella who just walked in the room? Nellie. I knew there was an old sound. Nellie. Yes. Oh. So this clapping, is anyone noticing how fun it is behind your kickstand leg?
Oh, it's hard on this leg.
Yes, all right. So take a step back to home, keeping that kickstand leg forward, and then sit back and give it a stretch. So you're pulling your tail back. Yeah, the kickstand leg is forward. All right, so we're just going to turn around. Now I've got left hand on the bar. Right leg is away from the bar. Right leg steps forward into your lunge. Right? There you go, good. And then we step back. Good. And then we're going to add our bar. Wah! And we're going to add in our rotation. So reaching back with your right hand, opening your torso to the right, coming back to home. You got it. That's correct. So you're gonna, so you're doing opposites. So you're gonna step your left foot forward, and you're gonna rotate. No, just Lisa, because she's doing opposite. She's, and she's gonna open up. Yeah, there you go, to your left, Lisa. Sorry. Bonk. Sorry, I'm watching the screen. I'm trying to show you what they're doing. Sorry. All right, so the next one, we're going to stay forward. You're in your lunge. You're reaching open. Then you're going to kickstand in, that little tap. Bring it behind you. Press behind you. Watch the pressing shoulder. Pull it back, right? You're turning on that mid-back. Yes, I see you work at that, Diana. Good. Good. Back into your lunge. Open it all the way up. Good. Press back. Good. That's a come on shoulder. Come on shoulder. Get around the back of you. Forward and across. Whoa. Back behind you. Come on shoulders. Good. Good. Come on, shoulders. Come on, shoulders. Hold that kickstand. That kickstand, when we're pushing back, that should be waking up the underside of that kickstand leg, right? Should be digging into the ground so that you can hold yourself steady while you twist. If it's not, your hip is giving away. Now your shoulder's more likely to pop up into your neck. Push that ball of your foot down. Heel is raised, but you're using that ball of the foot to dig, 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 dig. So I could, in this position, lift my other foot off the ground, right? I'm not throwing my weight on it, but I am pushing away from, pushing into the ground. Okay. Oh, like get it down. Oh, well, can you feel it here? So we're going into our little monkey claps. I can feel this kickstand side pressing down so that I don't, again, lose my hip. My weight is, yes, on also my outside leg, but the kickstand leg is helping too. Yeah, good. That's it. Let's do 3 more. That's it. And last one. Good. All right, step back. And all the way up and pivot back to center. Nice. How are we? Yes. Oh, did we not? I did forget to stretch it. Yes, you're right. Sit back and stretch your kickstand leg. Yes, I forgot that too.
What did we forget now?
She's right. We went from down low to up high in that kickstand. We came back. And you kind of remember because we were here, the hand back, and then all the way up tall. Thank you, Deshelle, and thank you. Yep. So all the way down, all the way up tall. Good. Let yourself rotate with it through your spine right as you come back, and as you come up. So make sure the rotation's still there. Yeah, good. And don't worry if you have a little bit of medial rotation on that kickstand when you come up. That is the natural rotation that would happen there. But what we don't want to have is coming up and having the knee bent in, right? For women, it's a fine line. That's it. I know, this is a good part. Why would we want to forget this part? Good. All right. And then we can sit back and stretch our hams. When she pulls her heels, when you're stretching, yes. Well, it's more likely if you're a gymnast thing. How's that? But there's an exercise that PTs will often have people do where they put the ball between their heels and then they have them squeeze that ball to feel the seat, the low seat lift here, and that connection between the feet and the butt. That's a good question about, for the sake of the replay, pulling heels in. Why does that turn our glutes on more, right? It changes the femur and it biases us toward the low glutes and also the stabilizers of the femur in the hip. A squishy ball is good to start with, especially a tennis ball is also good. You want to have a little bit of space between your heels because you're going to squeeze it. So if it's too small, it doesn't work underneath your sockets. If it's a tennis ball, for most women, that'll get us close to underneath our sockets. If it's a squishy ball, it's too big, you can still activate, but it's going to be muddier. You'll be getting more parts in. That's a good question, Lisa. So yeah, usually it's about tennis ball size. Okay, gang. It's the turning, so that heel inward should be a natural thing that happens. That connection up and down should be a natural thing that happens. Now, some of us do too much of it and we end up supinating, right? Now we need to go the other way. So, none of us are perfect. I can't wait for my glorified body in heaven, I'll tell you that. I mean, I can wait, but I'm very eager to see it. How's that, God? Just want to be clear. Don't want to go anywhere soon.
I said, careful, gas.
I think we can do anything we want movement-wise in heaven. That's my sense. Yeah, like we can do anything. So we're going to come down to the floor, arms up high. We're going to bend a knee and come all the way down, shoop, and other knee down. Oh my gosh, what happened? And we're just going to walk our knees forward till the arms pull back behind us. And then we're going to let ourselves have a down stretch from here. So if you imagine that your former was straight up and down in front of you, you've pushed yourself so far back from the foot bar that your pelvis is and your chest are out over those stretched out reformer springs. Yeah? Can you feel that? And it should feel kind of good. Then you're going to push your hands forward. You should have a lot of tension, so all you can do is push just a little bit in front of you, and you can feel your toes underneath you holding you up. And then you're going to release again. Squeeze those glutes. Hips go forward, chest up, shoulders wide. You might need to adjust your shoulders a little bit. Find your pinkies or your thumbs, what's missing in your hands. And then hands press, abs press, toes take your weight. Yeah? Can you do one more? Nice, good. And then we're gonna, then you're gonna turn around, face your mount, back way up, way up. I want you to have some resistance here. And we're gonna pull toward our chest, push down, feel stretch in your back, and then let your bar slide out along the mat, dropping into a deep cat. So it's not child's pose where we're sitting back on our heels. Our hips are more over the knees. Whoop. And then you're going to drag your abs up toward the sky, rounding yourself back up. Bar to your chest, lean back in thigh stretch. Hold it, extend your spine backwards. Good, ribs in, come all the way back up to neutral. Inhale, exhale, press those hands down again. Good, rounding down, reach out, extend your spine forward along the mat. It's a long spine, right? Think of cat. Good. And then inhale, exhale, abs lift. Pulling you up off the ground with your abs. Good. Bar comes up to your chest. Good. And then hinge back into thigh stretch. Good. Inhale, extend your spine. Think like a back bend, but with the glutes on. Good. Ribs back in. And then come all the way back up and release those arms. Good. Walk gently forward so your bar doesn't smack or break anything. That's it. Good. And then we're going to take one foot to the side. And then very easy side bend over. There you go. Good. All the way up. Side bend the other way. Good. And then side bend over. So I think I might have mentioned in the past Ron Fletcher. He was one of the Pilates elders, who was one of the West Coast elders. I think he met him on the East Coast, and then he came out west. All right, both arms up, but this is one of his sequences. Now round down, reach through your leg as far as you can. So try to get way back there, way back there. Some of you will feel that hamstring stretch. Good. And then unfold. Dun, dun, dun. We'll do the other leg out to the side. That's it. So we'll just lean into that. Good. And then up and away. But this is based on one of his sequences. And it's interesting. We don't have a lot of information about Clara, Joseph's wife, other than she was with him at his side every day in the studio helping teach. And we know that she had some ideas that we think influenced the system and definitely influenced Ron Fletcher. There was, for example, a move where Clara wanted him to try straddling the reformer, and he said, "Oh no, I can't." And she said, "Why not?" "Well, Joseph Pilates said not to straddle the reformer." And Clara says, "He's not here. Straddle this reformer." Like, yes. And like, thank God, because then we have these opening motions, right? It should be the Joseph and Clara Pilates method. And now we're just reaching under. That's it. And all the way back up. Whew, all right. Both knees to the ground, hands to the ground. One nice little cat, arching the back upward. And then lift your hips up into elephant, also known as down dog and open pike. Good. And then heels gently come down, and we'll walk those hands towards your feet. And then round up through your spine. I hope you feel connected to where your ribs are over your hips. I hope you could feel like you could balance anywhere against any force. The spine twist is pushed out. Okay, so much for ending 5 minutes late. Like, I know. Oh my gosh. Good. Inhale and exhale. Open. Oh, and pull down. You guys, one of these days, I'm going to end on time and you'll be shocked and you're going to wonder where the rest of class was.